Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my channel. We're working on a 2006 Chevy HHR with a 2.4 LT. We're gonna make a throttle body part 3 cleaning and tell y'all how it's gone so far. Alright, as some of y'all were wanting to know, as far as how long does the throttle body stay clean on these cars, and have I had any problems with it since November of last year. As you know, I made a part 2 video back in November of 2022, and I haven't had any comments or concerns yet about the throttle bodies, but just so y'all understand that when I took the manifold off recently to replace all the seals and everything, I did clean out my throttle body again. I do it every 6 months because I don't drive my vehicle a lot. But if you drive your vehicle a lot and it's really dirty, clean it before it gets too dirty, because you don't want no engine performance issues or engine disabled. And I would always recommend that if it does happen to you, don't call a tow truck just yet. If you have throttle body cleaner, you got a small ratchet set with 10mm sockets with an extension and a flathead screwdriver, you could do the job yourself in the parking lot. So why waste the tow? Because I did and didn't realize that was the problem back then. So I did clean out again, but either way, I looked at my throttle body 6 months later. It was still clean as a whistle. And I put in almost 3,000 miles on it since I cleaned it last, and I checked it anyway when I took all this off to replace this seal. Throttle body was terrifically clean, but I still took a rag and everything, took it in there and cleaned it before I put it back on, so it'll last me another 6 months. But even though I cleaned it in November, it basically, I still cleaned it again because I already had it off. So it should be good, hopefully, by the end of the year. I might not even do it again, probably until the end of the year, because I don't drive it that much, and it should still stay clean as long as you're not in a state or a country where there's a sandstorm or you're going through mud and going through a lot of lime rock. Then yeah, I would say clean it more often. So I haven't been having any problems with this vehicle at all as far as the throttle body. But if you're continuing to have problems with the throttle body after you've cleaned it, please check the wiring harness that's actually connected to it. Be sure it's not fried. Be sure it doesn't need to be cleaned with electrical cleaner. And if it does need to be cleaned with electrical cleaner, you should always be sure that you let it sit for at least 30 minutes to an hour, like completely dry free, connect it back in, because if you don't, it could cause electrical interference problems. You could blow a fuse and the throttle body could malfunction. Because I know some people that have actually unplugged it and cranked it up. Maybe ever seen an engine surge and misbehave so bad the whole thing shakes like it's having a dang heart attack. So, and if that doesn't help, then maybe your throttle body module is bad. And when that happens, usually it's the throttle position sensor that usually goes bad in all these old GM modern vehicles. Chevy Cobalts are the same way, Saturn Views the same way, HHRs, even the 2.2s and 2.4s have those common problems. And they usually do around miles. High mileage. So I would say the highest miles that I've had a throttle body go out on a Saturn was at 240k miles. The HHRs, I am not really for sure. I don't hear too many problems with that part on this car. I think as long as you keep it clean, keep it maintained, you don't abuse it, it should last. I've only had to replace maybe, I think, 2 throttle bodies in my life. No, one. I'm sorry, one. But like I said, just check it every 6 months or so. Be sure it stays clean, so where you know it'd be in good running condition and it gets the air that it needs and it's flowing through your system properly. Because if you don't, then your your mass flow air sensor can say, hey, we're not getting enough air in the system. We need to sit here and throw a code. Then it can tell the computer, like, hey, we're not getting enough air in the system. We're going to have to use more rich fuel just to keep this thing running. So just keep that in mind. Alright, Well, I hope this video helps about the Chevy HHR's throttle body cleaning. This will be a part 3 as far as for March of 2023. If you have any questions or concerns about this throttle body or how it's misbehaving, I'll be glad to help you. Just please comment on this video below and subscribe to my channel. You can also visit us at our website, which is the link is below this video, and you can enjoy the best all the downloads and stuff that we have available right now. And we also post new videos every Friday at 12 a.m. on Eastern Standard Time. Hoping y'all have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon.